What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. My name's Jeremy, and today we are diving into arguably my favorite character and one that I think everyone needs to put effort into and utilize. A lot of people, I think, know that she's good, but I don't know if you know how good she actually is. So today we are showcasing my girl, Mari. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we are talking about the one, the only, the free Mari, the goddess of the sea and ice. Actually, I don't know if she comes from the sea. I know that she is like standing on water, so I assume she's from the sea, but she's also dealing in ice. She started off as a brunette, and then as soon as you promote her, she went blonde. So Ivy Lee was talking in a video the other day that she preferred brunette Mari. I do too. I'm a brunette guy. My wife is brunette, but she's still smoking hot. I mean, come on, let's call a spade here. Mari is smoking hot. But what I love most about Mari is she is the most free-to-play friendly, and one of, if not the most consequential hero on my account. I literally use her in every battle I can. Okay? Let's take a quick look at her kit and why she is so amazing. And you guys probably already know this, so this is probably gonna be geared more towards the brand new player or the early gamers that are you know, all they want to do is summon and get that next big legendary, and they might be sleeping on Mari, but she is absolutely nutty, and I don't even have her max skilled yet. Yeah, I've been investing in, you know, my Maul or Wrath and Maul and some of the other epics, because quite frankly, the skills are awesome to have with her, but they're not even all that necessary. But her ultimate casts a blizzard on enemies for 5 seconds, dealing AoE damage equal to 90% attack per second to all enemies in range and afflicting them with freeze. Now, a lot of newbies to this game will look at that and they'll see attack. She's a mage, so obviously, I mean, and especially if you've watched any videos on this, you know that attack percentage is king in this game, and you should be building their attack. Well, what if I told you that is not the most important stat for Mari? Because you could look at this and say, wow, she can be my damage dealer, and that she actually can. She can do some damage, but that is not the way I use her. And some of my content creator friends, aka Ash, also did a video on Mari describing the best way to build her. So that is what we're getting to. So that's her ultimate. Basically, it drops rain of ice on and freezes everyone in that area effect and slow. So absolutely amazing. Control is extremely underrated in this game. You have to control the enemies so that your DPS has time to get more hits on them. Because if you're not able to scale your gear quickly, then control is the next best thing, right? So then we have her Icicle passive. Attack triggered icicles inflict slow upon the target for an extended duration. Meanwhile, targets inflicted with slow by Mari will receive vulnerability to physical damage and vulnerability to magic damage. So this is like a decreased defense if you're coming from raid for physical and magic damage. So this unlocks your other champions to be able to do more damage. While she's also providing control. Absolutely insane. And the more she attacks, the more slow she's putting out there, and it's absolutely goated. And then her third one here is her basic attack inflicts slow on the target with each attack. Quite simple, right? Slow, freeze, slow, freeze, slow, freeze. I mean, that is all she does. Additionally, there's a 35% chance to cast icicles at 3 random targets, inflicting, you guessed it, slow. So her skill ups are great. I'm absolutely going to eventually get there. But you know, as you can see, my accounts. Yeah, I got Vierna. I mean, I got some heavy hitters in there. You know. But Mari is still probably my most used hero in the whole dang game. So I have her 5-star. I don't think she's worth, and I can confirm this through other content creators, she's not worth taking to 6-star. Don't waste your resources on her unless you are super late game and just needing her to survive some of the big hits, which I have not necessarily needed yet. So for gear, I have her in the Whirlwind because here's the deal, guys. Attack speed with Mari is the king stat. You want her firing as fast and as often as possible because she's going to inflict more slow, more icicles, and she's going to keep her vulnerabilities on target constantly. Speed, speed, speed.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
Guild Boss, same thing. I use her in Guild Boss as my main damage increaser. And absolutely, dude just overtook me in Vault in the Sands. That's all right. I'll snipe him in the end. It's fine. But Whirlwind, so I got attack speed. I went through all my pieces, and this is the best attack speed I could get on Whirlwind, which gives you, with 2 pieces, attack speed plus 75. For the Bengal, I have a broken set, as you can see, because I don't care about this except for the Whirlwind because it gives speed. I went with stats over sets, and you guys should all do that, especially early on in the game. Even in a mid-game, it is always going to be stat over sets. You will get to the point where set bonuses are absolutely critical, but with this one, I got attack speed. We got 69 attack speed. We also have Rage Regen, 25%, and HP for survivability. Eventually, I'm going to 6-star this to give her more attack bonus because she can, like I said, do some damage. So my ideal build with Mari is attack bonus, attack, and attack speed. That's all I want on her. If I get some extra survivability, perfect. That's great. But attack speed and attack stats are my priority, but attack speed over attack stats. So this is a great one. Mythic piece. The only thing that might be better is a ancient mythic. But 200 speed there, good attack bonus. I'm pretty crap attack roll, and then some extra sustainability. And if you guys didn't know, the amulet is the only one where you can get attack speed as the main stat. On the ring, I got 68. You owe me one. Attack speed, but still an epic roll. And I do have crit rate, which is meh on her. I'd rather have an attack stat here, but it's an attack bonus ring with attack speed. So this is literally about as ideal as I can get it with my gear right now. And if you guys don't know how to see all this, because there's more to it. So I have her base attack speed is 100, and I have her plus 463. Guys, that if you don't know, that's moving fast. That's
Fast as fuck, boy.
You know what I'm saying? But the way you can actually look at what it does to your interval time, because interval time is extremely critical, you can come in here to that exclamation. If we scroll down, attack interval starts at 2 seconds. I have a sub 1 second Mari. I had her for a long time at 1.2, which is still phenomenal in Guild Boss. That's pretty much going to keep those vulnerabilities on constantly. But she is absolutely bonkers if you can get her under 1 second. So I am super pumped. And then I have her attack. I mean, her base attack is pathetic.
You're so weak. You're so noodly with the little arms. Can't do anything.
Like most of the epics in this game, and even a lot of the legendaries, like a lot of them, the newest one, Kriya, has the highest base attack in the entire game, and she's still pretty much, relatively speaking to a lot of the other heroes that have been in the game, pretty much hits like a wet noodle. So, but I got her up to almost 5k there and 11k HP. So defense is pretty dang weak. So she is a little bit squishy until I can get better gear that has those attack stats and speed with some better sustainability stats. So that is my build, and that is what I focus on with my Mari. And just to show you, I just want to give you guys a comparison, a with and a without Mari in the Guild Boss, and I'm going to show you just how bonkers she goes in gear, or not gear raid, in the resource raids. I was working on Gold Raid to get her all of her gear statted the way I wanted, and I found some really fun time savings. I mean, she just absolutely locks down the first couple waves. So let's take a look at my auto fight. And I always find it fun with these to try to get it done as fast as possible. So I put Wrath down first and then Narvi in the back so I can get more heroes down quickly. I got Valkyra. She just does a rip right up the middle, which is awesome. And then I put down my Vierna. But just, I mean, look at Mari. Look at Mari. I don't have this. I mean, it's normal 3.5 speed, but she is just non-stop. Like, her abs, she's got to have abs of steel because she's just like, yeah. I mean, just that fast. I mean, obviously a lot of that credited to Vierna and Valkyra and Wrath, but check this out. This is what's hilarious. She put down almost as, I mean, granted, my Iona is only 5-star and went down. It was one of the last ones that I placed. But she almost did as much damage as Iona because she is throwing out so many shots. She can actually put up a decent amount of damage for a mage that really isn't there for damage. She is there for her control and her support. But she also gave the ability for these guys to do much more damage because of the vulnerability she placed. So now let's go check out the Guild Boss and we'll wrap it up there. We'll show you guys. I am currently in a guild. We are attacking Nightmare 2 and 3 daily. It looks like we've just started. We have some guys in the team strong enough to start going on Nightmare 4. Until I can max one key in Nightmare 3, I'm going to stay getting my guaranteed double chest here in Nightmare 2 and then attack Nightmare 3. But we need 6% here. So I'm going to do auto fight. And we're just going to see how much damage she does and how much damage everyone around her does based on the vulnerabilities that she puts on the Guild Boss. But you can see up top here, the shield break, right here, magic damage taken plus 15%, and then physical damage taken plus 15%. So these are the two debuffs that she is putting on there. And as you can see, they are staying on. They are not coming off the Guild Boss. She is going so fast that they are on constantly. Oh, I got to show you guys the artifact. I actually changed her artifact. I found an artifact that is absolutely bonkers for her. So we'll look at that after this run. All right, so we stopped it at 8 seconds. We're sitting right at that 5478. So if I let it go, it's right at 5,500. So let's bounce out of here and let's go take a look at what everyone did. So come over here to stats. You can see we got 18 million from Hex, 7.3 from the girl Zillatu, Wrath putting up a healthy 7, Setram 6.4, and Mari with almost 500,000 damage. When we're not even using her for damage. So obviously negligible compared to everyone else, but she is enabling them to hit those numbers. So, okay, now, all we're going to do is we're going to pull Mari out of the team. Okay, so if we go complete, and this is obviously if I actually land everything correctly. So we'll come in here. All right, so we're going to skip that, and we're going to flip our camera view. We're going to get Zilly in. We're going to get Wrath in. We're going to get Hex going. We're going to get Dolores. We're going to get Setram. We're going to get Vortex. We're going to bring in Laurel. We're going to pump up everyone's ultimates. We're going to bring in Autumn to give the crit rate bump, and then we're going to bring Maidan for the healing. The other reason I use Maidan is because her ultimate actually has a cleanse on it. So when he throws these meteorites, they light all your guys on fire, and she actually can cleanse that off, so it's not doing that constant damage. And you guys will kind of see how I play this. There's always 4 attacks before each shield. So he does an Infernal Roar, Meteor, Infernal Roar, Meteor. And what I want to do is when this meteorite comes in, I'm going to pop that. I'm going to pop Cetrum, pop Hex, pop Zealatu so they can get to work. Shield's going to go up. Shield's going to come down. And then everyone's going to do work. Now, I don't need Maidan in there. I'm going to leave her in there, but I'm going to actually replace her. Oh, yeah, let's 2x this. So I'm actually going to pull her out. I'm going to bring in Laurel. We're going to reset the ultimates, and then I'm going to bring in Autumn. And Vortex puts just a massive shield on her, so I do have her at level 5, 5-starred, fully promoted, because I wanted her to be sustainable. And then this time, this meteorite impact's going to come in. I'm going to throw in the extra there. And now we're going to pop both her. We're going to get Cetrum going and Zealatu. And now she's applying extra crit damage. So now we do even better on the second shield. And then her ultimate's done. So I'm going to pull her out. I'm going to bring in Laurel again. We're going to reset ultimates. And then I'm going to bring in Maidan for the heals that come into the third shield. He starts hitting extra hard. So we want to make sure that we have plenty of heals. Go ahead and we didn't actually get the shields up, but that's fine. Here we go. Comes the shield. Use Maidan to cleanse that. And then I'm going to pull Maidan out. I'm going to bring in Autumn because her ultimate's going to come up. And notice I'm still leaving 2, even though I could play Laurel, because that'll be the closest comparison. There's that. We're going to pop that, giving them extra attack, extra crit damage. And then it's just a race of survival at this point. Oof. We just lost Dolores and Cetrum. It's all right. We'll let our damage dealers deal damage. Boom. That's 8 seconds. So look at that. 4,900 blood. Now, obviously, I didn't place everyone and do everything exactly the same. So all things considered, we can't consider it an equal run. But that is a stark difference. 600 blood difference, right? And if we quit, let's go look at the damage differences. Come in here to stats. 16 million, 16.4, we did 18 million with Mari and the team. 6.1, we did 7.3 with Mari. 5.9, we did 7. 4.9, we did 6.4. And obviously none of my other supports do any damage. So substantially less damage without Mari on the team. So that's kind of what I wanted to cover in this video is build Mari as fast as possible with as much attack and sustainability as a final. But I did want to show you before we get out of here, I do have her Awaken 5, which if we look at her Awakenings, which I forgot to do, they're not incredible. Obviously, A1 is awesome. Increase the chance of attacks, producing extra icicles. So that's just more slow. HP by 1200, more sustainability. Blizzard duration 1 second, so more control. Revival time minus 10 seconds, so she revives faster, always handy. And then the duration of slow and freeze inflicted by Mari plus 1 second. So great awakenings, obviously from a control standpoint, a little bit more survivability, but you're not going to get much speed or attack out of it, right? But the artifact, this was a big game changer as well. And I know that not everyone has access to mythic artifacts, especially early in the game, but I encourage you to look for artifacts that increase speed. And I think Book of Distortion is one of the best for Mari. I look forward to getting it leveled up. But attacking slowed targets increases attack speed by 30 and rage regen by 25% for 5 seconds. Huh. What does Mari do? That's right, she slows targets.
Two. 9.
THD03.
T.
HD03.
So she hits him with the slow and then hits him with the follow, getting the attack speed boost. So even though it shows she's sub 1 second at 0.9, she's probably running closer to like 0.8 with this when it procs. So guys, do not sleep on Mari. Do not sleep on her in your guild boss runs just because she's not putting out a ton of damage, because as you saw, she enables your teammates to do so much more damage. Anyhow, she's one of my favorites. I absolutely love her. I adore her. And she's very easy to look at, as you can see. So anyhow, all joking aside, I appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you did like it, if you found it useful, make sure you subscribe. Throw on notifications. I'll be going live later today, but that way you don't miss when I go live. You can come in Theorycraft with me, and then also catch all my future videos as well, as we got a lot more coming. So, and then also let me know if you were sleeping on Mari or how you have built her, if you found any other ways or artifacts or anything that you love on your Mari. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.